Hello everyone, thank you for joining me today. My name is Khalil Safari and I'm an assistant professor at Payamnur University in Tehran, Iran. My co-authors Zohra Safari, who is an assistant professor at Elizabeth City State University in the United States, and Fatemeh Keshavarzi, who was a student at Qazvin Islamic Azad University in Iran, and I are proud to present this article to you. Our presentation is about gamification and its impact on online customer repurchase intention. Gamification is the use of game elements and design principles in non-game context to motivate and influence people. For example, some online retailers offer points, badges, leaderboards, or rewards to their customers for completing certain actions, such as browsing products, writing reviews, or making purchases. We want to investigate whether gamification can increase the repurchase intention of online customers, which is the likelihood that they will buy again from the same website in the future. We can summarize our work in this abstract. As we all know, the online shopping industry is constantly evolving and organizations must adapt to changing conditions and competitors' actions in order to attract and retain customers. One way to do this is by utilizing various tools such as reputation building, trust enhancement, and gamification. In our study, we investigated 243 users of DigiKala company through paper and electronic questionnaires. We employed non-parametric statistical methods and machine learning tools to analyze a structural relationship and optimize the analysis of customers' behavior. Our results show that contrary to the research background, the use of gamification on DigiKala's website didn't have a positive and significant impact on customers' repurchase intention. This suggests that DigiKala should focus on context and infrastructure while simultaneously revamping gamification dimensions. Gamification refers to the use of game elements such as points, rewards, leaderboards, and badges in non-game contexts to enhance user engagement and motivation. The purpose of gamification is to create fun and enjoyable experiences in systems, services, organizations, and activities. By incorporating game-like elements into this context, we can increase user engagement and motivation, leading to better outcomes. Gamification can be applied to various domains such as education, marketing, health, and social media. In each of these domains, gamification can be used to create more engaging and enjoyable experience for users. The dependent variable of this research is the repurchase intention of online customers of DigiKala company that we intend to finally examine the effect of the other research variables on this variable. Repurchase intention refers to the customer's decision to engage in future activities with the retailer or supplier. This can take two forms: the intention to rebuy or repurchase, and the intention to engaging in positive word of mouth and recommendation or referral. There are several factors that can influence a customer's repurchase intention. These include customer satisfaction, service quality, equity and value, past loyalty, expected switching cost, and brand preferences. In our study, we focused especially on the concept of repurchase intention as it relates to customers' decision to rebuy from DigiKala. As we all know, online shopping has become increasingly popular in recent years, and various factors such as trust in vendor, website use, repurchase reputation, and gamification have been proposed as important factors affecting customer behavior. The COVID-19 pandemic and growth of electronic communication have further increased online purchases, motivating organizations to explore the factors that influence customers' intention to repurchase online. Understanding the interconnection among these variables can provide valuable insights and help organizations formulate effective marketing and sales strategies. One way to boost customer loyalty and increase the likelihood of repurchases is by establishing interactive communication channels with customers. Implementing gamification techniques is an effective method to achieve this goal. Services such as e-commerce platforms are particularly suitable for gamification due to their inherent potential. In our study, we focus on DigiKala, one of the largest and leading companies in Iranian online retailing industry. Like other B2C companies, DigiKala faces the challenge of determining the effectiveness of gamification compared to factors such as reputation and trust in enhancing customers' purchase intentions. Our study aims to examine the impact of gamification and company reputation on repurchase intention in the e-commerce context, considering mediating variables such as intention to use and trust in vendor, and also use. By addressing questions regarding the mechanism and conditions under which gamification and other variables are most effective, we hope to contribute to the design of innovative retail services while fostering business activities and strengthening customer brand interaction. This diagram illustrates the conceptual model used in this study. Reputation of the company and gamification are independent variables that affect intention to use. Reputation, as you can see, is affecting trust in vendor. Gamification is affecting use. Trust in vendor is affecting intention to use, and also repurchase intention. Intention to use is affecting use and repurchase intention. Use is affecting repurchase intention. In this research, we used a descriptive survey method that is quantitative in nature and applied in purpose. We used the standard questionnaire of Aparicio et al. 2021 to measure the variables. To measure the use variable, we added 3 questions to cover more dimensions, including use this website for finding information, use for variety, use for finding the best prices, and also using the website for buying services and products. We used a structural equation modeling and the partial least square method PLS by Smart PLS 3.0 software to investigate the relationship between the variables and test the hypothesis. We investigated 243 people who have used the DigiKala website for purchasing at least one product by simple random sampling by electronic and paper questionnaires. We also built a predictive model that used variables such as reputation, trust, and gamification to identify the key drivers of customer behavior. Additionally, machine learning could be used to optimize the design and placement of gamification elements on DigiKala website based on insights from user behavior and feedback. By applying predictive modeling techniques to customer data for purchase history, demographic information, and website interactions, we were able to identify patterns and make personalized recommendations for products and services. This table shows the variables used in this study along with their definitions and references. The variables include reputation, gamification, intention to use, trust in vendor, repurchase intention, and you can see, for example, their meaning and definition in this column, and also you can find references here. In the next slide, you have a pie chart that's about 50-70% of the respondents were women and about 43% were men. After collecting the data using the questionnaire tool and entering the data into the software and performing the necessary screenings and ensuring that the accuracy of the data, we found that women made up the majority of our respondents. This is an interesting finding because it suggests that women are more likely to use our product service than men. This information can be used to tailor our marketing efforts to better target women and increase our customer base. In the next slide, you have a pie chart that shows that about 35% of respondents were single and about 65% were married. This information can be used to better understand our customer base and tailor our marketing efforts to better target married individuals. This pie chart also shows the age distribution of the respondents. The majority of respondents are between 30 and 40 years old with 39%. The second largest group is between 20 and 30 years old with 31%. The third largest group is between 40 and 50 years old with a percentage of 20. The remaining groups are under 20 years old with a percentage of 7, over 60 years old with a percentage of 1, and missing data with a percentage of 1. The next slide presents a pie chart that illustrates the education levels of respondents. As we can see, the majority of the respondents, 37%, hold a bachelor's degree. The second largest group at 24% have a diploma. Respondents with master's degree make up 21% of total, while those with associate degree represent 10%. The smallest groups are those with PhD and those with high school education at 3 and 4% respectively. Finally, there is a small percentage of missing data at 1%. The diagram shows that all factor loadings are acceptable and that all relationships are statistically significant except for the relationship between gamification and use, gamification and intention to use. These results differ somewhat from previous studies and warrant further investigation. However, they do highlight some unique aspects of Iranian context that merit further consideration. In this slide, we can see the significance of total effects by bootstrapping method. As we explained in previous slide, we said that gamification, the relationship between gamification and intention to use, and also gamification and repurchase intention, and also gamification and use are not statistically significant because the p-value is more than 5%, and we can see this relationship and this value in this table. However, all other total effects in the table are significant. We can see here they are lower than 5%. That shows this relationship are statistically significant. In the next slide, we can see the results of an R-squared test by using the bootstrapping method. The table shows that only about 38% of the variance in trust in vendor is explained by the reputation variable. This suggests that significant portion of changes in trust in vendor are influenced by factors not investigated in this research. However, our variables are able to explain 66% of the variance in intention to use and 61% of the variance in repurchase intention. These results highlight the importance of considering additional factors when examining trust in vendor. Our results show that gamification was not effective in increasing website use or repurchase intention for DigiKala. However, reputation was found to influence intention to use the website both directly and through trust in vendor. This suggests that before implementing gamification and other modern methods for customer attraction and retention, it is necessary to improve the mindset and trust of customers to create a platform for promoting repurchase intention. One way to do this is by paying attention to corporate social responsibility and comparing our results with other organizations and societies. In addition, we recommend investigating the impact of gamification on reputation and trust in vendor. While gamification can be an effective tool for increasing repurchase intention in certain contexts, it is important to carefully design gamification to suit the target audience and vendor goals. In conclusion, our study provides valuable insights into the factors that influence customers' repurchase intention in the e-commerce context. We hope that our findings will contribute to the design of innovative retail services while fostering businesses' activities and strengthening customer brand interaction. Thank you very much for your cooperation and attention. I would be happy if you could ask your questions via the email addresses below. If you have any question or would like to learn more, you can reach out me via my email address kh.safari@gmail.com or kh.safari@pnu.ac.ir. Thank you again for your interest in this research, and we look forward to hearing from you.